this very strong timing at like minute 10 to 15, where you just start rolling and start fighting. You utilize your Mars, you utilize your Hoodwink to find picks, and Terrorblade farms. So I still side with Nigma more, you know, like, it's hard not to. They should be the stronger team. All their heroes are blue, so they're definitely in the same, like, wheelhouse with what they want to do in the game. Shows a lot about Valve's attitude toward item development. There's a lot of blue, a lot of teal, and maybe we should get a little bit more variety on these heroes. It's actually kind of crazy to look over them. They all have the same teal-blue glow here.
Yeah.
As it looks like it's just going to be a 2-for-2 rune trade. But yeah, I'm really with the panel on the first 4 from Nigma. I think they were really strong, and I agree the Wind Ranger for me also very largely replaceable. But Miracle just likes it here.
Well, at least an attempt here for SpiderPix to maybe grab a potential first blood, but it's only going to be a bit of trading onto Mind Control as he backs out. I do want to point out from SpiderPix if there's something positive to look at. One of my, could almost say, favorite combos, we got the Hoodwink on the Mars. Instead of having the DK for Dragon Tail into Sharpshooter for some quick nuke and holding a single target hero down, I kind of like these two heroes working out together as looking for pick-off combos. They discussed a lot about the relocate. IO's going to be a heavy target this game. They need to get to GH time and time after again. Otherwise, they will just escape.
Right. If there's something Hoodwink really likes, it's to play with reliable setup so that you have the opportunity of using Bushwhack as a follow-up and not necessarily as the catch, because in a lot of situations, especially at higher levels of skill, people can react in time to seeing that net fly out or seeing the Acorn Shot fly out first. So having that Mars Spear for that is definitely nice. But yeah, that's why Dragon Tail, like you mentioned, is great too, because that is a very reliable stun. But they're going to put a little bit of pressure on Mind Control up here. Kuroki, of course, started mid in the first wave and just actually boxed out Noob in that mid lane to give Miracle a great start. Already reaping the rewards of that in the Wind Ranger. It forced out all of Noob's regen, and Miracle will just keep playing aggressively here to try to force him to buy a salve before the bottle, but I don't think he'll be successful. Oh, he missed that range creep and the one in tower, actually. That's not good news for the Pango.
You can maybe smell the fear and a bit of pressure on Noob's end here in this matchup. It is a range versus melee, plus the help already given to get Miracle's game underway. Pango not in for the best fun here, obviously, is a tiny bit ahead in XP, but this is going to hurt as more levels kick in. If Noob isn't able to secure those last hits, well, you know, we all know where that's going to lead into.
Right. Wait, what's Miracle? Okay, so Miracle's sending out the bottle now, and I think next up for him is probably just straight Javelin. He could finish the Null Talisman or the Wand if he wants to, or at least get a stick. I would really like to see a fast Javelin. I think whenever you're playing Wind Ranger against melee, being able to grab Javelin fast and just get to work is really strong. Pango is a hero that has a low base HP, so these Javelin procs just chip you down really fast. You hit that level 6 and you can actually just die.
I agree. You can easily punish in that sense, that you can trade for more for year, plus you get even more damage from the Javelin. So I would like to see that happen as well. I have to wait a little bit longer if he does end up finishing the Null Talisman first, though. It does look like he is.
Finish the Null.
But he's going to leave the Javelin still there.
Good pressure bottom.
Yeah, very low HP on this Luna. There is GH to help him out, though, to keep up that regen. But good start for DNZ and Phonic. Phonic 17 CS up already, holding his ground pretty well here.
This is actually something that Luna as a carry doesn't deal particularly well with in lane. When Luna gets shoved into the tower and just gets pushed away, IO Luna can't push the creep wave. So they can constantly just spam them with Rebuke as well as that Luna and get all the creeps and force them back, but actually they might respond here.
Big trouble here. 2 stick charges, doesn't have enough for the Lucent Beam, but GH stays in for the right clicks and gets the kill. Body blocks on DNZ as well, and just gets schooled by IO. Double kill for the IO here, 3 minutes into the game.
Just as we praised them. Yeah, so like, it's kind of delicate, right? Because you want to use these spells to push out the lane, but you also need to be careful once you do that you don't overexpose yourself to get jumped, because you used both the Spear as well as the Rebuke early. I personally like, in this lane with Caudal Mars, to just reserve the Spear for fighting and use the Rebuke to push the wave together with Illuminate. And you only Spear when you want to really go for either high kill pressure or to save yourself. And Nigma just took full advantage of that. And they're going to roll on him more. Oh, he misses the Spear here. This is really bad news. Phonic TP down here. If he dies again, this is horrible.
It is going to be rough for him indeed. A couple more right clicks from LTW cuts down the trees as well to get the distance closed in, and GH secures the kill. Mars is going to have to take the long walk of shame all the way back to lane, and this really frees up the Luna's lane now.
This was the one lane that you could argue Spider Pigs were winning, and now they lost it harder than any other in 30 seconds.
In a 2v2.
It's not... It's pretty bad news. So you gotta look elsewhere for the plays. I don't think this bottom lane will find kills anymore. Io got 3 kills, so this is a lot of additional regen. GH is gonna send out... What's he gonna send? Actually, nothing yet. It's raindrops for the Luna. Is that... Oh my god, GH almost has mech. He just needs the recipe. We're 5 minutes in. He got 3 kills, one of which was first blood. So we're looking at a sub-10 mech on Io. And you're playing into a lineup that doesn't have the most significant single target damage. Like, there's Sharpshooter and there's Terrorblade, and that's it. So the Io can more than likely get this mech off almost every fight.
Trying to get a setup here. They do get the ILTW Luna, but they were hoping to catch the Io in between. That would have been a much easier grab. However, it's just harass. They can't really follow up on a full straight-up kill here. Still staying in the area, though. Raindrops as well on this Luna. Can soak up a lot of those Illuminate Blasts.
Yeah, GH is still sitting on a salve. He hasn't used it yet. He's going to use that later. He wants ILTW to take a little bit more damage so they get full value. There's another Raindrop forced.
Oh, Miracle
it's
denies the
something. So
catapult.
how are we doing top? So Terrorblade and Centaur look pretty much neck and neck. And LeBron on this 5 Hoodwink isn't really... Like, Hoodwink Terrorblade doesn't usually kill.
No.
The lane... If you're playing against any tanky offlaner and 4, you just don't have enough damage during this relatively short Hoodwink stun to get that kill. So it means Mind Control is going to relatively safely farm his way to a Vanguard. Maybe he overextended a little bit. This could happen. He's ready to quell the tree, though.
Kuro comes in as well. Acorn to drop a bit of slows. Bushwhack nicely grabbing him, but they're going to lose the Hoodwink. They do get the Mind Control kill. Kuro. Look at Kuro, though. He knows he has to fully commit to this, but not able to secure the kill. Koma gets a double.
Yeah, nicely done. They take advantage. Centaur is really deep. He's far out, and Kuro with his Elder Titan build does not have Echo Stomp, so he can't save him.
Yeah.
Like, if this is in the lane, I don't think this kill exists, is what I'm getting at here. So it's because Mind Control goes out and tries to contest the pull.
Here's the rotation
obviously
on the
a nice
smoke.
play from Spider Pigs there.
Trying to catch maybe Miracle or potentially Kuro. At least they find there's some huge stacks waiting here just to be taken. At least the info is now given to Spider Pigs that there's money awaiting here. All they need to do is try and contest it. Might even just farm it right away. Kuro could, in 5 seconds, maybe steal a couple last hits. Waiting for the Spirit to come back off cooldown. Mind Control is coming back in as well. Tango, rolling up the ulti. Alright, they're gonna go in. There is Miracle, though, coming in from the other direction, and DNZ is here as well.
Bind.
Do have a bit of a slow Miracle, but can't get him. He even moves around with the Wind Run, despite the Solar Flare being on, and he's able to outmaneuver them. Io was also joining in.
This was a good move from Spider Pigs. They managed to steal the entire big stack and took advantage of Arcane Rune on the Pango. So I like that a lot. He is going... Is that Echo Saber?
He could. Kind of. It wasn't that the build Thompson was playing with on the mid Pango, going for the Echo Saber?
Maybe. I kind of get where he's coming from. I just think with Caudle, I would really like to see that Maelstrom for the damage, right? If he didn't have that, I think there's way more of a case to be made for going other builds, but it is such an insane damage increase. Either that or Diffusal as well is also great, but it's going to be the Oblivion Staff for now. Flying that out. He's not going Orchid, is he? He hasn't queued up the final component for the item that he wants, and he hasn't gone Boots. Oh, Kuro?
Yep, Kuro.
That's a good
half
disarm
his
proc.
HP already gone there. Trying to go for the TP out. Should be able to, unless Noob and Koma have something to say about that. The stun, it runs out. Or the sleep, rather. It's a trip. It's actually a killing spree now for this TB, leading in net worth 4k up. Not that much by compared to the Luna, though.
Right, so it's still relatively even. The question is, how many stacks are these teams going to get? So, actually, Spider Pigs have a very good triangle right now. Terrorblade will struggle to farm this alone, though. I think he might want a little bit of help, whereas Luna Io can just take their whole triangle, right? Always. They can do that without any assistance. I think Terrorblade might want more than just one helping ally here, and wants more protection as well in the area. The question is if Nigma are interested in getting into this triangle and trying to contest this, or if they're like, oh, it's fine, as long as we get ours, we're happy to trade. We think we're going to beat the mid game anyway with our Elder Titan against Terrorblade, as well as our Centaur frontline. But yeah, it's definitely a possibility for them to look to invade. We'll see if they want to do it.
Pretty fun fact brought up as well as Miracle. The last time he played Wind Ranger was in June in the Annie Major, but the previous time was in 2016 against a team called MVP Phoenix. That goes all the way back in history in Star Ladder. So has it really been 5 years since he's actually played Wind Ranger in a competitive game the last time? That's pretty sick.
That is pretty crazy. Did he lose to MVP Phoenix and he was like, he signed a contract, I will never play this hero again? I don't know. It's definitely not a classic Miracle hero. It's not because it doesn't fit like his player personality. I actually think the way Miracle plays this is a very cool hero for him. But maybe he just hasn't liked it very much. It does fit the bill for
his TP gets cancelled. Potential IO kill. Or they were already expecting him to tether to the creep wave, and now he might just get away with a Stampede. He relocates to safety, and they get a kill on DNC into top lane. MC and LTW. They should be able to get this tower too. So
Kuro's trying to
losing a tower.
Kuro's trying to help him on the relocate back here. Let's see if they timed this nicely. They didn't. He's out. GH will get away.
There's no Rolling Thunder anymore. Bit of damage at least coming through onto GH, half HP. There is a Wind Ranger in the area, which they need to address. Miracle doesn't want to turn around, though. They're just keeping Spider Pigs away for now. Funnick, he's looking for an opening, but I don't think he's going to get one. He's tanking the tower right now. Diving, goes for the arena, looking for a Miracle, gets Miracle, pinned onto the arena wall, and they will take him down. Here comes the Elder Titan's ulti as well. These splitters only does a mediocre amount of damage there, as they also have GH in the middle to sleep on Hoodwink. They have the Rolling Thunder up again. Kuro trying to spread the waters here between these two teams. GH, the spear comes flying through. It hits on Funnick, gets this kill as well. It's a double now. 2 heroes down from Nigma. ILTW, though, he doesn't have Eclipse. No point in that. And they won't actually get the chance to fight again. So Spider Pigs pick up 2.
I love how Noob played that. He took full advantage of his Arcane Rune. He just played super aggressively with Swashbuckle. He used like 4 or 5 of those before they even went into the Rolling Thunder, just kept running it down. Now he could be in trouble. Chakra now. Too late.
Too late on that one. Funnick, though, trying to look for the spear, but Kuro already dodges it. That was the Miracle Maelstrom power right there.
So both carriers are uninvolved. They're just farming. Luna and Terrorblade haven't really joined fights outside of their own lanes at all. And it is resulting in a pretty even matchup in terms of just overall net worth gain. These heroes farm really quickly for different reasons. Terrorblade can farm multiple camps at once, but Luna is faster at farming every individual camp. And especially when paired up with Io, getting that extra movement speed and that like just ability to navigate and clear the camps that little bit faster should make the Luna pull out slightly ahead over time. Which is, you know, it's not a big deal as long as it's not a full item, but once we do reach that level, let's say Luna has a Butterfly before Terrorblade can really deal with that, that's when the problems start kicking in, where ILTW can just be nigh invincible in this game with the IO and Elder Titan protection. So, it's the stack farm. Easy for IO Luna, don't need any help. Pango's looking at it though.
Yeah, he is keeping an eye open for it. Does he want to contest it? Yeah, I mean, I think he's using it just for last-hitting some of these creeps, but these ancient creeps are pretty high on HP, and he's going to have to swashbuckle all the way out. Meanwhile, that was going on. Mars has finished his Blink Dagger. He was clearing out triple stacks in the in the triangle of the dire side, taking them away from Coma. But can they do some plays with this Blink Dagger now?
I'd really love to see them connect Mars, Pango, and Caudle in place right now. Make use of the Chakra Magic while it's insane. I know I'm harping on it a lot, it's just because it's a combo that I used to love playing with myself, where I played Caudle, and I think it was 9 at the time we had playing mid-Pango, and we had this strategy where, oh, okay, I guess you can hear my dog, something's really exciting outside, that's how it goes sometimes.
Happy dog.
Uh-oh.
Probably happy for Nigma going in with the Stampede, though. DNZ splits them. There's the arena, beautifully catching 3 heroes inside, and it's a really good one. GH will fall. They do have ILTW and Mind Control still inside. The Sharpshooter breaks Luna for now. Still no Eclipse picked up. They will take down DNZ. Miracle comes in for a quick kill. It's a 1-all. As the both supports falling. Kuro still trying to bait some attention. He still has his ulti up. Coming in for round number 2. MC blinks in, goes for the stun, finds himself LeBron. LeBron lives for this one. The stun flies through, but Terrorblade just dishing out the damage on MC. And they also have Kuro controlled in the back. Miracle does come in for another trade, gets a second one, but they have the Wind Ranger controlled. The Miracle will lose his life as well. Funnick comes in, takes the killing spree off of Miracle, and Spider Pigs are fighting back.
Yeah, they're doing a great job right now. Really playing the strength of the lineup right now. This is a much better look than game number 1. They're not like pulling far ahead, but they're showing some good fights. In game 1, it felt like they got outplayed and outmaneuvered every time. This time, it really does matter that they have this clear initiation from the Mars, and they just like very well. They do a great job playing around Pango as the centerpiece and finding. Because Pango takes so much attention and causes all this chaos, that's the kind of teamfight that Terrorblade loves, right? He loves when he is not the target. If he can ever get to hit literally anything that can't fight back, he's great. He's super happy. And there's just like all of this basically wall in front of him with both Mars and Pango using the shield crash. They're heroes that just don't die. Nicely done by Spider Pigs here.
Yeah, that's all behind the Terrorblade stand and deliver theory, where you can just stand on the spot though. But Nigma coming in with a 5-man smoke. This time, they do have the Eclipse. Trying to find the TB. Funnick is going to run into them. He could just sacrifice his life here. Does he go for a zoning ulti? Doesn't even get the chance to get it out. Rolling Thunder. Connecting on LTW and Mind Control. Noob on the run, but the Stampede coming in. They want to chase this all the way to the end. LeBron hiding in the trees. Noob, buyback coming in from Mars. There might be a chance to dive for there because Miracle is in, and he's going to get caught with the bonk, and they miss the spear. They can't catch the Wind Ranger. They do have to split Earth out as well. LeBron's already down. DNZ at low HP. LTW, however, he's at full. GH in the front as well. Keeping them at a distance. They won't lose a single hero.
Miss. That's a really expensive miss from Mars there.
It is.
If Funnick gets that, they minimum get Miracle and maybe more. But instead now, they end up losing a buyback as well as mid-tier 1. I don't think you can fight for this now without Arena, without Terrorblade being even nearby. You're just conceding this tower.
Yeah, the tower
delayed
is too low
tactics, but it's not enough.
Too low to defend it. They will have to give it away. LeBron spotted with that TP, but he gets to move out to safety. Lucky for him.
Always keep in mind against Luna, especially with how people skill this hero right now, the Night Vision from Lunar Blessing. This spell very often gets maxed very early on, so you see these heroes from very, very far away.
Yeah,
LeBron might have thought he TP'd into safety, yeah. So much Night Vision. Luna has 1800, the highest in the game, together with a couple of other heroes.
Quick pick here in bottom. That's going to be a freebie for Funnick. Should have the bonk to finish it off. There we go.
It's a little bit of comeback gold after that buyback.
Yeah, a bit of a late night stroll there to the bottom lane. Not the place to be. Miracle also pushing the wave out. There is the Blink Dagger now up on this wind, and she is going for a BKB up next. That's going to make her pretty much able to just run out from the arena. But what else is there to it? Is Miracle going to play more aggressive once he gets the BKB?
Uh-oh.
At least he's playing defensive on his own side. Again, another miss spear. The relocate is coming in. ILTW joining the fight, and Noob is about to fall. They will lose the Pango with the Hoodwink, and also the Coddle. Make it 3.
Oh boy. It goes so fast. It goes so fast, and every time, that's 4 kills.
Yeah, and Funnick's Blink just got cancelled by Kuro with a simple right click. So he can't even get to Blink to safety and TP out. Underestimating the ET there for a second. I'm not sure what happened, but he should have gotten away.
I'm not really sure. Maybe he got greedy and wanted to take one wave or something, but didn't manage to pull it off. So about the Wind Ranger thing, I think once you grab this BKB, the clear-cut game plan for him, he has 2 targets that are really, really good to go on, probably. One of them is the Pango. If he catches him in a Blink Shackle, he can just lay into him with ults, and he can completely ignore all the counters from Blinding Light, the Mars, as well as the Coddle, or wow, Hoodwink. That's the other hero. Either you go on that Pango, or I think you jump on the Hoodwink, probably. Like, just get these easy kills in the start. Terrorblade can backfire, because I don't think you kill him fast enough, and then you set up the enemy team for a good counterplay on your team that will need to follow through, since you don't solo him. But, yeah. Plenty of options for Miracle once this item is completed, and he's not really in any hurry to get it either, as this last fight really stabilized things very nicely for Nigma.
It does, it does.
Mid-tower.
One thing I do love is looking all the items coming out for Nigma. We've got Koma, who's got basically half an inventory already loaded up in his quick buy. You've got all these goodies there. There's MKB, Scotties, Manta Styles. He's already got a BKB, and the Dragonlance plus the Yasha. 11,000 net worth, not too bad for this TB. But when we're looking at get the Manta, get the Scotty, maybe an Axe later, this TB is easily going to have like 3.5k HP. Good luck trying to kill him. That's why they have the ET in the team. That's going to make it a lot easier. However, smoke on Nigma. Yeah. Is it a defensive one, or they are trying to? They're going in their own jungle.
They want to invade the triangle here. I think they have a decent timing. All of their spells are available. They have a 9-second BKB on Luna that they want to show off. The mech on IO that they've had for a little while, but just mainly an invasive play here. They're probably trying to find a nice pick on the Terrorblade. He won't be there though.
Noob's going to be surprised here. No time to react.
And see ya.
This is so good, and it just turned to daytime. Just fantastic. I mean, you really utilizing that night vision, grabbing a kill, and potentially even Roche because they have the damage for it. Pango's up in 35.
Absolutely, he does have buyback and might have to use it. I think Spider Pigs would make a big mistake not trying to contest this when they have all their spells.
How do they take this fight, though? Spider Pigs. Roche is already down to half HP. They're happy to keep on tanking this. MC doesn't mind about this. They've got Stampede. They have everything. LTW goes in full aggression, finds Koma. Is going to need some backup here. Pops the BKB. They have the IO. They have the IO connected, and GH is out. Nigma on the run. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Won't connect on anything. At least keep Spider Pigs away. They get to reset with that.
Honestly, unless Spider Pigs get the Roche here, this is a Nigma win. They have buyback on the IO if they need to. You forced out meta as well as the Mars Arena.
Yeah, so I think this is something that the panel discussed.
Like this.
If you pop the meta, you kind of have to commit to it. So they're going to go all the way and take this Roshan Koma in the pit. 1k HP. Miracle comes in, gets the Shackle Shot through. The Mind Control comes out as well, but they cannot get any more connections on TV. He's going to get the Sunder off as the Eclipse comes out, but he's still going to lose his life. Was Noob. He's going on to Miracle. Miracle very low on HP, will fall, but here comes GH instantly back in. He's got ILTW right next to him. The tether has been broken though, but it doesn't matter because Mind Control comes in with a blink. He's going to catch himself a Pango, and Noob is down. DNC falls as well. Make it another kill. And out of all things, ILTW takes the Aegis for himself.
Yeah, it's a dieback Pango. You got 1 kill for 4 and you lost Roche. That is absolutely tragic outcome for them. This could honestly lead to almost a lane of barracks. Like, you know you have 50 seconds on the Pango and no meta to worry about, and you have this IO just constantly regenerating up the hero that needs to tank the tower in that Centaur. You have Crimson Guard. They are going to pop the Glyph, but I think the Siege Creep might survive here if Nigma popped their own. They didn't. I think they have. No, they didn't have it.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't really get to see Crimson Guard too often in these games. LeBron, however, doesn't get to live at least a bit longer here as GH is also taken down by DNC. Koma pushing them away. The Reflection is doing some work. They've got MC controlled.
Okay.
They're going to get the Centaur. They get to keep their racks up. I mean, well, beautiful Shackle Shot there from Miracle, catching DNC and Phonic down to 600 HP. Miracle Blink available. Goes in another Shackle Shot. He's just toying with this Mars.
Nice Arcane Rune. Don't think Phonic was expecting to get caught again, but having another Blink Shackle. Yeah. What's the lowest cooldown he has with this? So he can Blink Shackle every 10.5 and he can Shackle every 7 when he has Arcane Rune running. That's pretty filthy.
And then you have 2.4 seconds of downtime on the Wind Run.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So mobile. Yeah, absolutely crazy. He got so much money out of that. He's almost got his BKB up. Just needs a recipe. 1,000 gold short from that. Nigma, they've retained control easily. This game was more than even 5 minutes ago. Now it's a 7,000 lead. And in XP, it's almost 10k.
The silver lining, though, is that last game was over now. So you've definitely had a better showing as Spider Pigs in this game, but the outcome does look like it's dragging in the same direction. But I think it would have been a shame if they just got rolled as hard as in Game 1. I think they've showed quite a bit of promise in this game. But let's see if they can pull off a big fight here.
Yeah, they still have to fight against the Aegis.
Ready for the pick. You can't go on the Luna. There's just no way.
Yeah, they're gonna have to leave that for last, but they've got the vision on the high ground. They've got DNZ. Stampede onto the high ground. Cut has the buyback from DNZ, though. They've caught Phonic as well. Yeah, up the sharpshooter on mind control, but it's only a small comfort here. Funnick on the edge of this cliff. And he's no longer the king of the hill. LTW takes a double, and DNC also bought back for that.
Did not find an attack angle there whatsoever. Just got caught by vision and got jumped.
Yeah,
I think if you want to try to make this defensive play, you have to do a full wraparound with a smoke, and you need to not go on the Luna and find someone in the back line.
Yep.
But, oh, Miracle's gonna maybe find LeBron?
Yep, he's toying him with a bit, but
relocate.
hey, they got the relocate for it.
Shackle Shot is a really nice setup for relocate. Like, this is one of the longest stuns in the game at 3.8 seconds relative to its cooldown. So, every time you hit a Shackle, that is more than enough time to complete a full level 2 relocate and bring in another hero. So nice and easy. And they're going high ground again, but this time in a different lane.
Yep, the last time they were here was 2 minutes ago. Going back already on another lane. They still have that mid lane to finish off, but they would rather take this bot. Bit of damage flying through. DNC trying to do his best to keep them away, but Sento's already 2.4k HP, Luna 2.3, you have an IO, you have this healing battery at the back, you've got Mechanism. It is so hard to go through this. Like, leaves are bouncing, dealing damage. Here comes Funnick. He's got a nice arena, but they need to get these kills. Here comes the Eclipse as well from LTW. GH is down, and Funnick is losing his life on the high ground as well. They will take him out. The Mars has lost his life. Miracle will take down also Noob, and suddenly 2 heroes are quickly taken out. Mars does have a buyback, but no more arena. Coma, he's going to need some flesh on this front line if they want to take another engagement. Otherwise, they're going to take the fight to them.
Really nice try from Miracle there to get a Shackle connection from range creep into Caudle. Didn't quite get it, but...
They got the racks and they're out.
Yep, they're out. So, it's got to be really annoying playing against this Luna build. So what ILTW did, he bought the Shard and the Lens, right? So he's just spamming these Lucent Beams every 2.5 seconds from insane range with Night Vision.
Smoke play. If they catch Coma, it might be in the end of it. They've got the stun with the Blink they kid on TV, but he's still alive for a second at least. But he does have to get a Sunder target. It's on Miracle. He's still wondering for a second, but they will lose Miracle. ILTW on the run. Funnick pushes Luna back to the high ground. But do they have the damage for it? And GH, there's no relocate available. He's already used it, and he's going back away. Now ILTW might just lose his life here on the edge of the Spider Pig's base. Another beautiful stun from Mind Control, though, keeping them in place. The BKB comes out as well, 300 HP. Can they get to the Luna? There goes Funnick, tries to bunk him alive, but Luna gets himself out. Kuro, however, might just give away his life, but they got the Luna out. Kuro dead. MC trying to TP away. Not going to happen this time, but I think the damage is already dealt.
That was honestly pretty good for Spider Pigs. Like, I thought that initiation from Nigma was going to end up better for them than that, but Miracle popped all of his defensive tools for the catch, so he didn't have BKB or Wind Run, and he just gets killed in the base. Yeah. Gets vesseled and just hit a couple of times by the Terrorblade and gets taken out. So, a little bit of a return, like a little bit of a comeback here for Spider Pigs, but they need much more than that. Let's see, Terrorblade. Terrorblade is going... Is he getting the MKB before the Scotty? I think he is. So we'll obviously allow him to lay into the Wind Ranger and the upcoming Butterfly, and Noob is dead again. Yeah. It's so easy. I honestly think this is a big part of Nigma picking this hero in this game. It's just, it seems to match up really well against Pangolier. Miracle has his number all game. When he uses his ult on Pango, he just focus fires and runs around him and kills him. And he has to retreat. So, very, very annoying for that Pango. High ground again. Well, it's been 2 minutes since we were here, so let's get back to it. Yeah. As soon as this tower falls, they're in big trouble. This is the mid lane against Luna. It's terrible. The bouncing glaives here connecting onto whatever that's called. It doesn't have a text anymore. It's called "You Dare Fight Me" by Noob. Yep, they definitely do. It's gone. And so
they absolutely dare fight this. 2 lanes down. Buildings falling. On the positive side, there's less buildings to defend for Spider Pigs, but also their hopes maybe staying in this playoff run.
That's a good point. That's a really positive way of looking at things. Whenever you've lost the game, you don't need to defend the Ancient. That's kind of nice, actually. That's some good motivation for you guys out there. Whenever you lose your games, just think of it this way. Now you don't have to play it anymore. Beams coming out. Just more and more spam from ILTW's Luna, now getting that level 20 talent. You got level 21 recently, but I think he didn't have it on the bottom push, but obviously won a fight. And this gives an extra 100 damage to the beam.
This is where the real trouble starts again. Nigma, they do the same play they did with bottom. After they finished off the buildings, they smoke up. They did lose the Spider Pigs on the high ground push last time. How does it end up this time? Maybe it works out for them.
They might be
Coma
able to
on their
blast
sides.
TB.
Very
maybe.
stacked up here. Here we go. Onto the Terrorblade, down to half HP, and he is just gone. Phonic also, he gets the arena on 4, but his life is also lost. Pango with the buyback. They do take out Kuro, but it's only one. Without the Terrorblade, there's no more damage to deal. Another Shackle Shot from Miracle doesn't quite connect, but MC does. He gets the stomp. He gets another one, and GG's called. Nigma will march on to the next round in these playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's scary giving them this this strategy. Obviously, in my opinion, ILTW might just be currently the best Luna in the world. I think he has a